I think they fought really hard. I really like our battle, our competitiveness. It's 5 point out of 8 on that trip. It's a comeback in the third we were down by 1 after 2. So I think all in all, there's a lot of positive.
This is the third of 5 games with an overtime finish.
Yep.
Do you have thoughts on that in terms of obviously play to the whistle, but also do you want to see more happen in the game before you go to overtime?
It's tough to ask for more right now in the sense of I think Bertuzzo went down in the third. I don't know exactly what his status, but finished the game at 5G. And it was a long trip. I think the energy we had, the fight we had was, you can see a little bit of mental fatigue and some mistake and keeping our emotion in check. But in terms of character and fighting for the team, I think it's a big plus.
We saw some rush chances late, but not as much early. What's going to spark that to get that to happen earlier in the game?
Well, I think we play against a team where we're really stingy defensively early on. I think we found a way to create some good chances in the second part of the game. I think on the other side, we need to be better on our rush again. We gave up too much looks, too much opportunity to our opponent of the rush. We need to be better. It's not on man rush, it's even man rush where we need to work on our coverage.
We saw a lot of really good things from McBain and Bortuzzo tonight. Just your thoughts on their game as individuals?
Boehner played rock solid. What I like about Boehner is when the moment he raises his game as well. He's a guy who has a lot of grit, a lot of pushback, a lot of character. Yeah, he's important for us.
You're playing against a team it's their home opener. They sell out. They're pretty excited. Is that something to overcome?
Well, we have a ton of respect for their team. I think they work really hard. They put a lot of pressure, and they have a lot of talent throughout the lineup. Okay, it might be a young talent, but it's still talent. So we knew what kind of game there would be.
Thanks, Ben.
Thanks, Coach.
Thank you.
I wanted to just start with a little throwback because I understand that this arena was the place where you had your first NHL goal. What do you remember from that?
Not a whole lot. I just kind of blacked out a little bit, but it was just breakaway goal. To move, I try to do a lot, and usually don't go in, so I'm happy that one went in, and that was a pretty special moment. Do
you remember who retrieved the puck for you, or who gave it back to you?
Yeah, it was kind of like a broken play, and I think O'Brien gave it up to Moser, who was on our team last year. He kind of found me for a breakaway, and was fortunate enough to put it in.
Okay. Do you have any, in terms of just emotions about being back here, is there anything that comes up other than the preseason game for an actual home opener here? What's the emotion coming back?
Yeah, it's obviously pretty cool that, you're building your first, you scored your first NHL goal, so it's obviously pretty cool to come back, and it makes you want to get another one here tonight. So, hopefully I could find the back of the net tonight.
Go ahead.
Other than the penalties from last game, what are some of the areas of takeaways for you guys?
Yeah, I think it was a stingy game. They, finished a lot of their hits. They were, made it tough for us to get to the inside. And I think we kind of found ourselves on the outside a lot and trying to make the cute plays. So I think just kind of getting back to getting on the inside, making the simple plays, getting shots from the point, and obviously this team's another hard team to play against. They make it hard to get on the inside. So I think we just need to be simple early, and then let the game kind of open up to us.
Just playing the afternoon game, it's early in the year. Was it, I know players are creatures of habit, probably used to play. Did that throw the group off a little bit at all, or was that just a little bit?
I don't know. Personally, I hate afternoon games. It just kind of ruins, you're eating breakfast for, your pregame meal, and you don't get your nap either. So, but yeah, I don't think that's an excuse. I think, it's the NHL. You're battling to make the playoffs and, win a Stanley Cup, and those aren't hard to get up for. So I think just for us, it's getting back to our good habits, getting on the inside, being simple early, like I said, and, I think we'll get our chances then.
Just kind of, going to Dursey a little bit, just the character reflection of what missing him out there is going to be like, because obviously he's a value to this team.
Yeah, for sure. It's a huge loss. It sucks having him out. Obviously, he's not only a heck of a player, but he's a great guy in the locker room, too. He's, a leader on this team, isn't afraid to speak up. So losing a guy like him it's unfortunate, but, for us, us, it's next man up mentality. We got to, you're going to face a lot of adversity throughout the season, and we just need to, play for him, and everyone just step up and do their job.
And then just in terms of we're on the back end of this first road trip, obviously the team topic was unity and trying to get away from the home opener distractions.
Yeah.
Do you guys feel like you've made that stride a little bit with the time to yourselves on the road by this point?
Yeah, for sure. Obviously the first one, the home opener, was unbelievable. It was a pretty special moment for us and the whole state of Utah, and so it's tough to kind of put that behind you, but I think we did a good job of managing our emotions and kind of turning the page and switching to the road trip. And we've had a pretty good road trip so far. We played some really good teams, a lot of good tests for us, so this will be another good test for us tonight.
I thought we were solid at times. We just made a few mistakes. They're a good team on the rush. We had to limit that a little bit more, but at least we got 1 point out of it, and we battled our game, so that was good.
In terms of wanting to create more opportunities and chances on the rush, where are you guys at with that? What was the conversation like, especially going into the third, because we saw more of that?
Yeah, I think we just got to get pucks to the net, be a little bit more simple. Obviously, we have a lot of skill. We want to make plays, but sometimes we got to dumb it down a little bit and get pucks to the net and go from there.
With your goal, you were the first D-man to have a goal so far this season. I know you guys have been that next man up mentality since Jersey not being here with you guys. Can you talk about how you guys played and what you thought about that?
Yeah, obviously Durs is a big loss. He's a very good player, underrated in the league, so everybody's got to step up and just do a little bit more, or a little bit more of what they can do consistently. So we talked about that, and I thought we stepped up. We had a solid night. It's just a little bit more, one less goal against, and we can get more points.
Thanks, Gus.